Hi guys, I am back with another video. This is going to be my top 10 best moments of Carl so far out of the whole series and so forth like that. And these are, I think, what changed Carl and what Carl was till in season 8, what he is till now, and so forth like that. And yeah, let's dive into number 10 is Carl sacrificing his arm in season 7 premiere. This is when we got the big death with Carl, with Glenn and Abraham, with Negan, and all this situation was the premiere from that. And then at the very end, Negan twists with twisted mind he is with Rick wants Rick to chop off Carl's arm, and Rick freaks out, and Carl says, "Just do it." And very end, he don't lose it, but Carl was really going to sacrifice his arm for the better good. Number 9 is Carl Show No Mercy. This is from season 3 finale, episode 16. That's when at the prison with the fighting and the going against the governor. And Carl was in the woods with Herschel and Beth and maybe Jiz and a couple other people. I don't know who was with him, but there was this teenage boy. And I know for a fact that Carl and Herschel was there. And Carl, really was going to kill him because he thought it was a threat and the boy was going to surrender, but Carl killed him. And yeah. Number 8 is when Carl started All Out War. This was from the season 7 finale, episode 16. This is right after Sasha. They found out Sasha died, and Alexander was against Negan with our group after the explosion and so forth like that. And after when Negan fell with Sasha come out of the coffin, this is when Carl Opportunity started shooting the junkyard people and the Sabers. That was really intense because most people don't know Carl did start the all-out war after Sasha sacrificed herself. So yeah. Number 7 is from season 4, episode 9, when Carl found the pudding, and it was right after what happened from the prison. Carl was really angry about Rick. Rick went kind of a coma moment. He blacked out. So Carl went to find stuff, and he found this big jar of pudding, and he sat on a roof after he lost his shoe. That was really a good moment from after the chaos and stuff, and he found him some pudding. Number 6 is when Carl went to the sanctuary to try to kill Negan in season 7, episode 7. This is one of the interesting things. If you guys are a comic book from the comics, this was a really interesting part in the comics when Carl, it's interesting how they come it from the comics to the TV show, and I was really proud of it. It's this episode is when Carl went to the sanctuary, wants to kill Negan. He ambushes some of Negan's men, and Negan shows him around the sanctuary when we introduced of Negan's wife, how Negan runs and stuff, and Negan and him, we see an interesting relationship between them two, and so far like that. And yeah, that whole episode is one of my favorite episodes of all times, and yeah. Episode 5, number 5 is Carl when he got shot through the chest. That was season 2, episode 1. This is right after they lost, so something happened. Sophia got missing and stuff, and this was the intent. They was going to look for Sophia, and Shane and Rick and Carl ran across this deer and didn't realize Otis was there, and Otis shot the deer, and the bullet went through the deer, and went to Carl, and Carl fell. He almost died. But yeah, Otis, this is the episode when we got to the farm with Herschel and Maggie and Beth and so forth like that. And this is how we find out that Sophia died. And it was really intense because we thought Carl was going to die, but later on he survived from the shot in the chest. So number 4 is Carl losing his eye from season 6, episode 9. This is with the No Way Out. This is the concept of No Way Out. What I mean, it's after Sam and Jesse dies, and Ron is so upset about Rick. It's Rick's fault. Michonne kills him, and it backfires. That's when Carl loses his eye. When I watched this the first time, I was scared because I was like, oh my god, Carl's is dead because of his eye. Because it was so actioning, but he survived it. Sadly enough, he lost his eye, and this episode was so intense because we lost Deanna in the premiere. This is coming back for the mid-season premiere and so forth, but yeah, this is one of the notches what Carl is to date. Number 3 is when Carl put Shane down in season 2, episode 12. This is at the farm. This is when the farm was about to go downhill and so forth like that. And with Rick and Shane's situation about Lori, Rick kills Shane. Shane comes back and Carl sees it. We thought Carl was going to shoot Rick because Rick thought that. But no, Carl shot Shane. This was his first Walker kill. And it's interesting that because Carl looked up to Shane a lot, like a father figure and all that stuff. And yeah. Number 2 is Carl killing Lori. This was season 3, episode 4. This was when the beginning of the prison. This is how the other prisoners that was fired from it had let some walkers out and with alarm and stuff. And at this time, it was Carl, Maggie, and Lori. Lori went in labor and had to do a C-section. And Maggie had to save the baby because that's what Lori wished it. And she died from that with the pain and stuff what happened with the C-section. And Carl did not want Lori to turn because he was afraid, and Lori didn't want to be turned because she didn't want Rick to find her in this situation because Rick pretty much would not put her down and had caused her to him. She could possibly kill Rick in this if Rick didn't put her down. And Carl didn't want his mom to turn, so he put her down himself. And then this was the major what turned Carl for the notches in his thing. And number 1, my all-time favorite scene with Rick and Carl is when Rick reunites with Carl in season 1, episode 3. And it's interesting, this episode was because Rick was trying to find Carl and Lori, and he finds them, and it was interesting with Carl running to him, and it was so teared up. And this is one of my favorite scenes in throughout The Walking Dead when Carl and Rick. And it's interesting to see how this will be the last moments between Rick and Carl. And I'm interested to see that. So I want to know what your guys' best moments of Carl. Leave it in the comments below. And I hope you enjoyed this video like I did. I'm really not looking forward from the premiere coming in a couple days or a couple weeks. But yeah, it's really going to be a very emotional episode for Carl and everybody, and Rick and everybody else on fan-wise and the people on the show. So leave your comments below and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.